DarkBadger, the alarm you didn't set. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night to something that doesn't make sense? Something so small, so ordinary, that your brain tries to brush it off. But your gut twists in a way that says no, something's wrong. This is the story of the alarm I didn't set, and why I'll never ignore that feeling again. It started with the sound, blaring mechanical beep ripping through the silence of my bedroom, my phone alarm. Except I hadn't set an alarm, not for 2:14 a.m., not for any time close to it. I groaned, reached for my phone. The screen was lit, timer counting down from 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 1 second. Then it stopped. No snooze button, no dismiss button, just a black screen. Like nothing had happened at all. At first I thought maybe I'd set it by mistake, but when I checked my clock settings, nothing. Active alarms, no timers. I got up to get a glass of water. That's when I noticed the hallway. It felt wrong, not darker. Darker would have made sense. No, it was too quiet. No hum from the fridge, no ticking from the hallway clock. Like the air had been wrapped in thick cotton. And yet, somewhere in that silence I swore I could hear breathing. Back in my bedroom, I climbed into bed, pulling the covers up around me. I told myself I was being stupid. That's when the alarm went off again. This time it wasn't coming from my phone. It was coming from downstairs. Same tone. Same sharp, jarring beep. Over and over. I hesitated. If someone had broken in, why set off an alarm? Why announce themselves? But the sound kept going. I grabbed a heavy flashlight and crept toward the stairs. The sound was coming from the middle of my living room, except there was nothing there. No phone, no clock. No electronics at all. Then the tone stopped. Silence. I stood there, scanning the room, and that's when I noticed. The front door was unlocked. I didn't leave it unlocked. I'm obsessive about checking it. 3 times before bed, minimum. But before I could process that, my phone rang. No caller ID, I answered. Nothing, not static. Just the sound of someone breathing, slow, heavy, deliberate. And then a voice, low, whispering, "Your alarm's late. Call cut off." My phone vibrated in my hand, and the screen lit up again. But it wasn't the home screen. It was a countdown timer. 5 minutes counting down. No matter what I pressed, I couldn't stop it. I couldn't even turn off the phone. I thought about leaving the house. But what if the timer wasn't for a bomb? What if it was for me? When the timer hit 0, the screen went black again. I held my breath, and then heard something upstairs. Footsteps, slow, heavy, walking from my bedroom. Toward the top of the stairs, the power in the house cut out. The only light came from the faint glow of the moon through the window, and from my phone screen, which had turned back on. A single message appeared. "Now you're awake." That was 3 nights ago. The alarms haven't gone off again, but every night I wake up exactly at 2:14 a.m., and every night I hear the footsteps start upstairs. If you hear an alarm in the dead of night, make sure it's one you actually set, because if it isn't, it's already too late. Sleep well if you can. This is DarkBadger, and I'll see you in the shadows.